It is it is longer than 20 feet. It is farther than.
I think I'm gonna use my first move and go straight to Baldur's Gate.
And then I want to.
I'm gonna roll for initiative and walk straight to Boulder's Gate.
I'm gonna take one stride.
During my move, I'm gonna walk straight to
my moving
Boulder's
turn.
So just to double check, we just have to mark the caravan, how many guys are in it, and go back, or have to destroy the caravans?
As of right now, you're just observing where they go.
Okay.
At least that is what has been asked of you.
No more, no less.
All right.
I also believe, Dungeon Daddy, that instructions were given to myself and Varence to meet up with a ship down at the docks. You told us there was like a group that we could meet up with, right?
Probably.
Probably.
Yeah, I think that sounds right.
India.
Hi, India.
Indy.
Hi, subcontinent. Congratulations on the new title.
Thank you.
Dang.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You're so sweet.
We're all very proud.
Thank
Very
you.
proud.
Thank you.
I know this many deans. It's you.
No, I'm a dean.
Kyle is a dean. Middle name's Dean.
Technically.
You were born with that, though. I earned it.
I now
that
know.
Doesn't make Jeff Bezos any less rich.
Oh.
Is Jeff Bezos' middle name Dean?
No, but he was born rich, and he still is rich. And just because he was born with it doesn't mean. Dude, his dad owns an emerald mine in South Africa.
No, that's Elon Musk.
That's Elon Musk.
Oh no, darn it. But no, okay, yes,
Jeff
you're right.
Bezos, I don't think
Jeff Bezos' adopted dad was a chemical engineer,
that
and
doesn't make him rich.
hung out with incredibly rich friends and people in Texas.
He is a CEO and entrepreneur born in 1964.
Jeffrey
That sounds right, Justin.
CEO. Yeah, it's great. Yeah. So as you guys are approaching the docks in El Terrell, you're seeing a whole bunch of ships, a whole bunch of just ships and groups. Some of them look like they are booking passage. Some of them look like they are ready to haul groups. You see a sign that says "Boats for sale," and then underneath it just says "Boats, boats, boats." And then you see a sign that says "Boats for rent," "Boats, boats, boats," and then you see another sign that says "Chiantha River Cruises."
Do they have hose on these boats?
Go ahead and roll an insight check.
Insight. Where's my insight? Oh, 18.
Yeah, with a 19, you definitely know that this is the wrong side of El Terrell for that sort of debauchery. El Terrell is a very moral city, and the city police definitely keep most forms of prostitution out of the streets.
I'm not asking
but
about.
Even if you were to find prostitution, it would be on the other side, farthest away from like the big points of commerce. That is where the guards often patrol. So there are no hose on any of these boats.
Can we go to the other side?
Your mother's very disappointed.
No, I
son.
definitely, I definitely think we need to check out one of the Chianthar River cruise boats.
Okay.
Yeah, we can travel in style.
Oh.
I mean, we could try to book passage on like some kind of a merchant ship, but like, I mean, river cruise is designed for comfort,
It was the kids.
which I don't know why I want because I grew up in the woods by myself. But that
But-
definitely seems like the way.
But boats and hoes. No one got that reference?
Yeah, you're on a boat and you're going fast.
Okay. Okay, I look at everybody and I go, well, guys, and Mom, what do we want to do? Do we want to go on the boats, and more boats?
Well,
Yeah.
I only have 10 gold pieces, so I'm willing to keep it a little on the cheap side if that's okay with you, boy.
Wait, who got the 100 gold coin?
I only have 10, so
It's 150 gold coins, and currently Ty has all 150 gold pieces.
Why did they think to give him to die?
Well, because he was the one doing all the extra negotiations.
Yeah. Okay.
Right? Like we said, we would do it for free. He's
Yeah.
like, no, we
Like
need
a
to get
bunch of
this on the
ninnies.
I don't know if we said free.
Yeah. You said it for free.
I feel like Varen said it for free.
I feel like maybe we said moderate compensation.
It was 50% up front for expenses, like hose. Anyway,
I would like to. So Ty, before we left, they did tell us that the Chianthar River cruises would probably be able to. That there was a few ships there that would probably be able to help us out. That they have some, relationships with that they would be able to carry us on our way.
but think about the boats, and more.
I mean, I personally have never been on a boat, and so I don't really feel the need to buy a boat. I think, a river cruise ship would be the way to go.
But think about we could go into the I don't know what I'm trying to go with this. Yeah, we could just rent a charter
I
ship.
think the river cruise might be a good idea, Ty. We could maybe learn more about boats, and then maybe we could buy a boat later, but
Could we get a yacht?
depends, Ty, you're pretty skilled. We'll see how your career goes.
I'm pretty good barterer. I could barter with them.
Yeah, I'm not going to put it past you, Ty. You got some skills.
Mom, can I barter for a boat?
Where are we going to keep it? We're going to do the whole boat.
Here in El Terrell.
But what about after?
I don't know. We burn it. We put all the dead bodies of all of our foes onto the boat and burn it as we push it out into the ocean.
Ty,
Yes, Mom?
we're going to have a very lengthy conversation later. I think you need a therapist.
What's a therapist? I don't know what that is.
It's where you speak to your mom.
Is our mom, are you a therapist?
Yes, I'm your therapist. Tell me all your secrets.
Oh, well, I want to buy a boat and
Is that how therapy works?
tell me all your secrets.
Joe, is that how you
Is that how you
start?
go to your therapist?
How does one therapist? First step. Stop having
Can you
stress.
confirm with
Stop
Claire
worrying
on
about it.
this? Can you please confirm with Claire on this?
No, she doesn't need to know about this. It's fine.
So you just walk into the office and sit down and go, when I was 10, I once saw a cat and thought about what it would be like to throw rocks at it. And that's how you start therapy?
Oh, I thought you said we were walking into the charter ship and said that.
Oh, no. No,
That's the bartering technique.
That's a great
how-
barter.
It's called the shock and awe.
Yeah.
Hit him with the
Jeez,
1-2
That's the
shock.
cold opening, though. Remember.
No, that's just how you start therapy, though. Is you just walk in, sit down, no introductions, just start spilling secrets in no particular order.
It works.
Sounds like it'll work.
Works every
Okay,
time.
cool. Okay, boats.
No hose.
Yeah, so Ty, Loretta, Vance, I think we should definitely, I think we should go talk to the guys, the Chianthar River Cruises, and see if they'd be able to help us align some passage on our way to Baldur's Gate.
Yeah, I think that makes sense. There's this helpful arrow that's pointing us to a office for the river cruises. I think we should
Is there a helpful
go into
arrow?
that office.
Is there a helpful arrow?
There.
I don't
mean-
know. DM, is there a
you're
helpful
right.
arrow
A helpful arrow.
that points us to the
Fine for
Carthar
Office.
River Cruise?
No, but
There's
there
no
is a
hel-
wacky
there's-
waving inflatable arm wailing tube man.
There's no helpful arrow.
No, but
I'm sorry, I lied.
There's a wacky waving inflatable arm wailing tube man.
I didn't know Noah made up the story for us.
It's okay. It's a collaborative game.
he's just painting some corners,
I felt like we could just stand here for a long time talking about boats or not.
Okay, Noah, go ahead and roll a d6. A 4. Okay. You turn around, and one thing that you didn't notice beforehand was that on the boats sign, there actually is a scroungy wizard in very tattered robes who is sitting outside and regularly casting minor illusion and prestidigitation on a arrow pointing down to the boats office so that it is flashing and lighting up. But there is not one on the Chianthar River Cruises sign, but they do have a wacky waving, wailing, inflatable arm wailing tube man.
Interesting.
I'm really curious on how that worked. Anyway.
The wacky waving.
Hey,
wailing,
Mom, look
inflatable-
at that giant thing they're waving. Should we go to that?
I'm going to do an appraisal check to see how this looks. Let's see here. I need to move this aside. What kind of a check would that be? History? I want to know the history of it, potentially.
Well, you're trying to do like an investigation check or okay. What are you looking for? How are you trying to determine how much money it's going to cost?
I'm actually trying to figure out if it's safe for kids.
Oh, if it's safe for kids?
Yes, would that be history? Or we're looking for investigation or insight.
Yeah, just do insight as far as like a general vibe check on it. Yeah, it seems safe enough for kids.
Totally awesome. No pedophiles on this boat. Let's go. Let's do it.
Pedophiles?
I mean,
No pedophiles.
Pedophiles?
No peds.
isn't pedo feet?
No
Like
people who love feet. Like a pseudoped means
Podiatrist
fake
is
foot.
the foot doctor.
yeah, so Chianthar River Cruises definitely seem safe for kids. At least that's the vibes that Mama's getting.
Mom, can we please go to the wacky waving inflatable tube man? I really
think
wanna do that
sounds
one.
like a good idea.
Can I go by the
Yeah,
boat?
I'm gonna start walking that direction, and
I grab my mom's arm and just start running as fast as I can.
I try to keep up.
Okay, so you guys approach the office, and as you walk up to the ticket booth, there is an older dwarf woman who is standing on top of a box. And as you guys approach, she goes, "Welcome to Chianthar River Cruises. How many will be cruising with us today?"
I count to myself. I count to my mom. Everybody. 4. We want 4 people, please.
Excellent. 4 cruisers with us today. Are you doing a round trip cruise, the scenic cruise, or yeah,
She's like a 3-pack a day smoker.
or a one-way trip to Baldur's Gate, or a one-day trip to Scornabel?
We want the scenic route.
I'm gonna jump in front of Ty here a little bit. I think the fairly direct route to Baldur's Gate.
The scenic route.
preferred.
Scenic route.
We're
Excellent.
gonna leave it open.
A one-way cruise to Baldur's Gate for 4 guests. That's gonna be. She looks down at her abacus and moves some beads around, and then goes 200 gold pieces.
I'm gonna motion back for Varence. And I call Varence up.
I go to my mom and I say,
what's the name of the group that we were speaking with? Do you remember? They
we
said
get
they'd
a
be able to
name?
help us out. What is it that you're?
I lean over the counter slightly to the lady, and I say, "Today is a good day to serve Torm."
Yes, hail Torm. Torm believes that I should make money too.
I go up to my mom. I go up to my mom and whisper. I say, for 200 gold pieces, why don't they have any hose on there?
Like garden hose?
Yeah.
That does sound kind of fun. Sir, do you have any garden hose on the
Yeah, we need
on
some
your inflatables?
Do we have any
Inflatable
hose? Do you
please.
have any hose on there?
I am a ma'am,
Yeah.
not a sir.
Excuse me, do you have any hose on this boat?
Once we get outside of the city of El Terrell, hose can be ordered for an extra. She looks down and flips through her brochure for a little bit. The whole package on the boat is an additional 20 gold pieces per person.
That's a bargain.
So I pull my son aside. How many gold pieces do we have now,
I pull
Mr.
out
Moneykeeper?
our bag and I say, we've got 162 gold pieces and this, and I pull out the ruby.
We should have probably had that appraised and sold before we went out adventuring. We could still do that and come back.
I go up to her and go, we have this gem, and I slap it on the table. Would that count?
That is a very nice gem. Do you have a certificate of authenticity?
I look over. I go, 1 second, and I kind of walk over. And I go, Mom, can you give me a piece of paper?
Sure. I give you a piece of paper out of my journaling notebook.
I sit and I scribble like as fast as I can, like, this is super real, totally gemified gem, totally authentic. And then I go and I scribble a little signature, and then I like crease it so that it kind of looks like a what do you call it, like a notary, like a notary did it, like really, like as best I can, and I slap it back on the table. I go, here you go, certificate of authenticity.
Okay, do you have a forgery kit? Or an art kit?
You need an actual notary.
Yeah, in the state of South Dakota, India is a notary,
But-
so she can. Yeah.
We're not in the state of South Dakota, so we're fine. Let me look through my stuff.
Moving, traveling,
Mm,
teleporting.
Roll for teleportation to South Dakota.
I wish you could.
You know you want.
You have a planar walker.
I don't, but I'm a jack of all trades. Does that count?
You're a jack of all trades. Okay. I'll say you have a pen, and since you folded the notary seal, I'll allow you to do this without a forgery kit. Are you proficient in? Well, no, it wouldn't matter if you're not using them. India, do you want to get Piper off of there, please? Okay, so go ahead and roll a deception check. Well, no. First, roll a sleight of hand check. That's going to determine how good it is. If you get a 17 or higher.
Woohoo! Nat 20, baby! Oh!
Alrighty then. So you hand over this sheet of paper. Go ahead and roll a deception check with advantage.
Oh, shoot. Oh, don't ignore that. Ignore that. Oh. I had lucky throw anyway.
Hold on, before you do that, I forgot to go roll my. Never mind.
Your impotence dice for the day.
Yeah.
Are you ready? Are you ready?
Yep.
20.
Okay. Oh. She looks at it and goes, "Wow. Most people who try to bring jewels don't have their certificates of authenticity." And then she pulls out like one of the little eyeglass magnifying things and holds up the jewel and looks through it. It's a 19 and an 18, Joe. And goes, "I value this to be at least 200 gold. And you do want to go with the boats and hose package for an additional 80 gold?"
Yes, we
Our variants and I in earshot of this, we've got to be right.
Yeah,
I don't know. You tell me where you are.
Yeah, we've got to be. I've got to be in earshot. I was just talking to her. Being skittish of other people that I don't know, I'm definitely gonna just jump in and say that I don't need the hose package. I prefer time to myself.
Okay, so group package for the hose of 4 more gets you 20 gold. If you drop one of the hose, that increases to 30 gold per each person.
So it's more expensive.
it's more expensive than that.
It's more expensive now that we've dropped one person.
So instead of 280 gold with four hose on the boats, it'll be 260 gold. Wait, no, it'll be 290 gold.
I'd like to grab Ty really quick and just kind of pull him over. Ty, how much gold do you have on top of this, Jim?
162.
Oh,
I'd like to ask the dwarf lady a question.
Yeah.
What happens if 2 of us don't go with the hose package? What if we're just paying for 2 people? What is the price?
So a comprehensive boats and hose package is $30, 30 gold pieces per hoe, up to 3 at 4 hoes. There's a group discount rate, which is like largely decided for larger parties. Since it's a lower expense the larger the group, and so then it decreases down to 20 gold pieces per person. Now, if you only have 2 people, then we do have an additional pimp surcharge, which is an additional 5 gold pieces per hoe who's being hired, and that just ensures the safety of the hose on the boat, because with 3 or more hoes, then they can mostly take care of themselves. But with only 2, there's fewer power with numbers. So the pimp surcharge ensures that there's a pimp readily available for all of the hoes that are currently on the boat.
We'll probably take 2 hoes. Mom, do you want to
We're
help?
talking about garden hoses. Why do you need a pimp for a garden hose?
She looks at Ty. Are you gonna explain this one, or am I?
So sometimes the pimp is there to help you use the garden hoe to the best of its ability.
No, that's not right.
You're not gonna give me a deception check on that?
Well, no, because I'm here and I know what a pimp actually is.
Kind madam, please enlighten me before my son makes a horrible decision.
Enlighten you about what?
The meaning of hose.
Well, you ever paid somebody for sex?
No. I'm mortified.
But there was that one time that guy came over to the house and you sent me to my room. What was that all about?
He was the plumber.
Yeah, I'm sure you got your pipes checked.
I did, thank you.
Bet you felt real better after getting that all taken care of.
I did. I felt squeaky clean afterwards. It was fantastic.
Tell me, did he bring a wrench?
Oh, 3.
Love me a good 3-wrench plumber.
Okay, this boat sounds about fine.
Alrighty, so we're gonna do 4 travelers for 200 gold pieces. And 2 hoes for an additional 60 gold pieces. And then all combined, it'll be 10 for the pimp charge for the 2 hoes that are being hired. Does that sound right for a total of 270 gold pieces?
Nah, actually, we'll just axe the whole package. Thanks, though.
There goes my commission for the month. All right. 200 gold pieces, which is tendered by Jewel.
Son, please give her a nice tip too. This lady has been very kind.
Yeah, I bet the plumber gave you the tip.
Actually, I gave him the tip.
Oh.
I take out one of my copper pieces and go, and I like fling it in her general direction.
It actually, go ahead and make a. Do you have proficiency in dexterity weapons?
Yes.
As a bard, yes, you do. Yeah, finesse. Okay, so go ahead and roll a d20 plus your dexterity modifier plus your proficiency modifier.
Shoot. This is not right. Don't follow that.
How is it that every time you've rolled a 1, you've said this isn't right?
Because
don't follow.
I tried to cancel out of it because I don't have 17.
Okay, a 17. You flick it to her and it bounces on the table and then bounces into a flagon that she has sitting on the counter. And she looks at you and goes, "How very kind. Here are your tickets." And then she hands tickets across.
I grab my ticket and say, "Don't spend that tip all in one place now."
I won't. And then, yeah. So there's a path leading down to the gangplank of the boat.
You head on down. I head on down.
Oh dang! I should have tried to. I should have tried to sell the candlestick.
Loretta, go ahead and roll a perception check. An 8. So as you're walking away, you hear a little bit of murmuring from behind you, and you just hear, "Yeah, I'd like to plumb out those pipes." As you're walking away.
You have a nice day too.
What?
I said, have a nice day.
Yeah. I hope that ass has a nice day.
Yeah. Loretta walks away very awkwardly.
As you guys walk down. As you guys walk down the steps towards the docks and to the gangplank, there's a chipper young man, human man, who is standing there who goes, "Hello and welcome to Chianthar River Cruises. My name is Elar, and I am going to be your wonderful guide as you embark upon the wonderful river of Chianthar."
Excellent, thank you. Can you show us to our accommodations?
Yes, but first, may I see your ticket, please? Excellent. He takes your ticket, looks it over. Wonderful. This is one ticket for our economy class, and I do see that you did not elect for the boats and hose package.
That is correct. I have too many prayers to Torm. I don't have time for hose.
Ah, yes, I have heard that one before, and I do want to tell you that if you are interested in a group package, I am willing to drop off 10 gold pieces per each hoe that you hire for your group of four. And believe me, this is not a deal that we run every single day. This is truly the deal of a lifetime. As you leave the holy city of El Terrell, which is free of debauchery and free of scandal, and it is full of all things good and righteous. You know, sometimes what you need before entering into the real world is just a little bit, you know, just a little taste of the bad to help balance you out. Do you understand?
I look at him and say, "It sounds like a hell of a
I
deal."
glance back over my shoulder.
I lean forward and go, he doesn't believe in bad. He only believes in the good.
Oh, another
Well-
paladin of form I see. You're just too young to let the he looks around a little bit, to let the bad get to you. Alrighty then. Well, and then he kind of perks up and is speaking to the whole group now and goes, just to let you know that for anybody who may be interested in the Boats and Hose add-on, it is now going to be an additional 10 gold pieces because we're losing the group discount rate due to your holy paladin friend.
Wait, so
Yeah, I will also pass. I would just like to see
what
my
is?
accommodation.
I don't understand what you guys deal against
I'm
hoes.
sorry. Are you a good boy or are you a ranger? I can't tell.
Hey, listen, Akhlon, you don't have to take that from him. You know, we're just, be who you want to be. That's all good.
I look at him and say, "It's fun. Don't worry."
So then he stands up and looks over to Loretta and Ty and goes, "Well, I guess your two friends are just too good for a little bit of fun, which unfortunately means that you do have to pay the 5 gold piece pimp fee on any hose purchased under the 3. So now that we're looking at it, for an additional 70 gold pieces, I'd be more than happy to set you two up with our boats and hose package so you can better enjoy the trip from El Terrell to Baldur's Gate."
Oh, well, thank you so much for offering that. But you see, I've already brought my own hose. She lifts out of her bag like a couple of gardening tools, puts them back in.
I go,
I do appreciate. I actually would like to speak to your pimps just because I've shared some excellent gardening tips.
But wait, there's more.
"Oh, Mom, you're so embarrassing."
I am willing to waive the 10 gold piece combined pimp fee if both of you are able to book your boats and hose excursion add-on today with me now for just 60 gold pieces. You could be greatly enjoying your Chianthar River cruise.
Wait, 60 gold pieces is much more than what the guy at the madam at the shore was offering.
60 gold pieces for both of you.
I look at my mom and I give her like the biggest puppy dog eyes she's ever seen in her life.
I mean, I already know how to garden, but this might be a really good opportunity for the two of us to bond over a couple of hoes, some pimps to teach us how to garden. It would be such a good time. You see, I only have 10 gold though, son. I'm real sorry.
Please.
I can't make magic happen. If I only have 10 gold, I can't. If I had more, I'd say yes.
I start crying. But Mom, I didn't want to have the fun with some hoes.
No crying on the gangplank. You may board. Your accommodations are going to be on the bottom floor, and it looks like due to the economy tickets, you two are that you have two separate rooms with two people in each room, and your rooms are number 7 and number 10.
I start throwing a tantrum on the deck.
Wait, we have 2 rooms amongst us, or they have separate rooms?
You have 2 rooms amongst the 4 of you because you got the economy tickets.
I start throwing a tantrum.
I would like to try to convince the man to lower the price even for. Because Ty, how much gold do we have in the kitty?
I don't know. I'm like inconsolable at the moment.
Oh well, you're embarrassing. Let's just go aboard.
You're embarrassing. Let's just go aboard. If that isn't the mantra of every parent ever. All right. So as you get on board, it is a perfectly fine boat. There's really nothing, overly extraordinary about it. It has a open deck on top, and then on the bottom, it has just a couple of rooms on it. There is a crew that mans the boat, so a captain and then a couple of other, I don't know, whatever they would, boat people.
Stewards or something.
Yeah, stewards who kind of like help out. Yeah, and that's just kind of where we're at. So, well, welcome to the boat.
Is Ty calmed down enough at this point?
I don't know. Ask him.
Getting a little better. If I'm still like sniffling, I'm like.
So, sweetie pops, I just wanted to ask real quick. There's a lot of stuff that just happened recently. So, you sold the ruby for 200, right?
Yeah.
Do you still have the rest of the money?
I think so. Why?
150?
I think so.
Oh. So we could have had exactly what you wanted. See, this is a learning lesson. Sometimes we have to, instead of using our emotions to lead the way, sometimes we got to use logic. Instead of thinking with here, you got to think with here, son.
But all I wanted was some hoes.
You see, money can be exchanged for goods and services. You have money. We could have got goods and services.
I just wanted the goods.
Well, you have money. It's a learning opportunity, son. I hope next time you make a more wise decision.
Okay.
Okay.
You guys hear a minor illusion as a wizard who looks very dejected with his whole life. He casts minor illusion on the center of the boat, which simulates an air horn, a toot toot. And then you hear a man who stands up and he goes, "Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Captain. I'm going to be captaining the boat today down the wonderful and scenic Chiantar River. If you would please pay attention to the front of the boat as we go through our safety demonstration. Our stewards on the ship are going to ensure that your safety is most important. If any of you have purchased the Boats and Hose add-on package, please go to the lower deck to work on finalizing all of that information. And also, we want to give a very warm welcome to all of our return travelers today, especially our Chianthar River Cruise elite members, who gain access to the Chianthar River Cruise Lounge, both in Baldur's Gate, El Terrell, and Scornabel, which offers fantastic accommodations. If you travel with us, make sure to receive your frequent traveler's card, which allows us to track that, and you yourself could be a Chianthar River Cruise elite in just a few short months, depending upon your travel needs. Now, please pay attention quietly to the safety demonstration at the front of the boat. As one of the stewards walks up and he goes, "All right, welcome to the boat. Something happens. I don't know. Maybe jump off if you're a good swimmer. You're not a good swimmer, then you might die unless like you can figure it out. I don't know. Boats are generally pretty safe. Yeah, I don't really know what I'm going to be doing here."
I look at the stewardess and go, "Are you a hoe?"
Go ahead and roll. Well, no. He looks down at himself and looks back up and goes, "No." But like 20 gold pieces is 20 gold pieces.
I go, "Oh, well, maybe not then."
Yeah, it's probably for the best. And then the captain comes back on and goes, "Thank you very much, Carl, for your wonderful demonstration on the safety features on the Chianthar River cruises. As we get ready..."
Is there only one stewardess on this whole boat? Or all the stewardess named Carl?
Go ahead and roll a perception check.
Please let all those stewardess be named Carl. 16.
With a 16, you see two stewards on the boat, both of which have name tags that read Carl. There may be more. There's no way to be sure. But as of right now, it is safe to assume that all the stewards on the boat are named Carl.
Perfect.
Stewards, please prepare the boat for departure. And then you see the two Carls as they lazily walk over to the gangplank and pull it up, and then untie the dock ropes and pull them on. And then the sails drop and the boat begins to travel down the wonderful Chianthar River.
So,
Huzzah! On to Chianthar. Okay. So as you're traveling down the river, you're like, this is gonna be a solid like day, maybe day and a half, depending upon weather, sort of a trip. So as you guys are like what are you doing? Are you hanging out in your cabin? Are you up on the deck? Like what's going on?
I don't want to be too presumptuous, but I think it'd probably be a good idea to check out our cabins, and Loretta and Ty, I think it makes sense for you guys to share a cabin. Given your relationship and variance, I thought you and I could bunk together if you guys are okay with these arrangements.
yeah, sounds fair to me.
Can I start practicing my tap dance while we have time?
And you said we're on the lower deck, right?
Yeah, the cabins are on the lower deck. So there's just one lower deck, and then there's the main deck.
So Ty isn't going to be dancing on top of someone's head. Like if there's if we're on this floor and somebody's below us, they're not going to be hearing us tap dancing all night long.
How much do you know about boats?
In game or out of game?
In game.
Let's find out. Would that be perception, history, insight?
Arcane.
I would say probably history, but I'm also going to allow a fair amount of like you being able to give me a solid reason why you would know about boats.
21.
That makes sense for your character.
Loretta, once upon a time, had a thing for sailors. They're hot.
Seaman.
Them seamen, the salty boys.
I mean, honestly, who among us hasn't had a thing for sailors?
In the Navy.
In the Navy. I got you.
In case you guys are wondering, Grain Belt has a so it's a 12-pack of beer, and half of it is lemon shandy and half of it is blueberry lager.
I love blueberry lager.
Yeah, and if you mix them together, it is great. And
Who's
that
selling
is
this right now?
it's Grain Belt,
Grain Belt.
yes, which might not be the oldest lumber yard in the state, but it is the second oldest family-owned brewery in the United States because Grain Belt is purchased by August Shells. So, fun fact.
Nice. Nice.
But yeah, so with the 21 history check, yeah, you definitely like were into sailors, and you know a little bit about how like most boats function. And so on vessels like this, kind of how it would work is there would be the main deck, and then underneath would be the cabins, and then there is like it's almost like a crawl space that's crew quarters, you know, so like that's where the captain sleeps and all the stewards, and that's also where you would assume that the hose would sleep if they were ever not needed on any time throughout the cruise.
Oh, they sleep all over they sleep all over the boat.
Allegedly, I don't know. They probably sleep in the garden section of the boat. Yeah, so no other passengers are going to be below tide.
So I start practicing dancing in my tap dance.
Okay.
Really?
Go ahead and roll a performance check.
Nice.
$18?
Mhm.
Yeah. It's pretty solid. You're getting good.
I'm great. Getting better.
Yeah. Do you guys want to take this time to do a I will give you a long rest unless you want to do something else.
In preparation for sleep, Loretta, having seen some of the scantily clad ladies on the boat, is aghast, and she wants to make as many oversized sweaters as possible.
Okay.
All right.
So you get out your knitting tools.
Yeah, tell you what, I'm going to use my 19 for it.
Okay.
So let's see here.
Do you want to roll for it first to see if you roll a 19 or 20? And then you don't have to use your impotence roll.
Well, it's supposed to be like I say beforehand that I want to use it for it. So that way, regardless whether it was higher or lower. So that way I can't just.
I thought that potent rolls were.
Yeah, I think you can use it as wanted.
You can
I think
replace
it'd
any
be clean,
attack
dude.
roll check made by your creature. You see. You must choose to do so before the roll, and you can replace a roll in this way only once per turn.
Yep, you must choose to do so before the roll. Okay, gotcha. Yep, you're right.
And so it would be like plus 2 onto a 19, 21.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
How many sweaters do I complete? Probably
Plus
not many.
2 onto a 19. That's plus 2 onto a 9.
No, he rolled it. He uses
I rolled a
impotent.
7 because I was already in the middle of rolling and I decided not to. And so when I clicked it, so that way I get to the potent, it did the thing. Because that also told me what the modifier it was using, which is wisdom. Wait a minute. No, I used that wrong. Intelligence, what it's supposed to be. So here we go. Intelligence is a 3. I'll just roll so you can see what it is.
Yeah, yep.
And then the Weaver tools give me a plus 2. So it's 2 from that, 3 from the intelligence. So it's plus 5 to the 19.
Oh, wait, yeah, okay, yep. Okay, so 2 from intelligence. No, you have a plus 3 to intelligence and then a plus 2 proficiency, so 24.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll a d6 with advantage.
Ooh, buddy, these ladies need clothes. All right, that was not without advantage, so we'll just roll twice and then.
Yeah. Nice.
That's the
You're able to knit or crochet or however you are producing these sweaters. You are able to make 5 of them.
I will crochet them because crocheting is just a bunch of knots. So they're very
Yep.
naughty sweaters for the hose.
Make those naughty sweaters.
You know how hosts like their naughty sweaters.
I do. Loretta used to be a little bit of a skank
A
back
naughty
in the day,
hoe?
if you will.
Back in the day. Well, she was into sailors. All right, perfect. Yeah, so we are just kind of heading on down the Chiantar River, cruising right along. Everything is going great. Everything is going fine. Okay, so on this next section here, what I am going to need is a volunteer.
I volunteer as tribute.
Okay, I need you to roll a d4 with advantage.
A D4. I think that's
Who?
so it's a 2.
Oh.
Ooh, it's about. Why can't I hear me? Oh, 'cause-
Okay, so as you're going down, who all is resting and who all is awake?
I think I'm resting.
I'm doing my Song of Rest.
I'm gonna say that being that Akalan's never been on a boat, he tried to rest and was feeling a bit uneasy and went up to the deck because he was feeling a little queasy.
Laqueezy.
Gotcha.
Makes sense.
And Loretta is knitting.
Vigorously.
Guys, I'm telling you, this is a really good wine.
I believe you.
Connor, I saw it at Costco.
Is that where you bought it?
Mm-mm. I got it at my hometown grocer.
Yes.
The old
Way to do it.
Kroger. Oh, Connor, Lacey's may come totally crash your house sometime so we can go to Costco. Because it's closer than going to Sioux Falls.
Oh, 100%. Yeah. Just let us know.
Can I come?
Sure.
Bring it.
We've got
India.
2
I'm going to
bedrooms.
go on a trip with Lacey, and we're going to... No, not Lacey. Why did I just say Lacey? Because your last name is Lacey. With Anna. And we're going to go up to Costco in Bismarck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've got 2 bedrooms and below
Sweet.
mattress.
Okay. I dibs Connor's bed with Connor.
Okay, you have to verify that with Abby.
Fine then. I dibs the couch with Connor.
I also have to verify that with Abby.
Okay, fine. Okay, so as you Loretta, you're up crocheting.
Vigorously.
Yes, I am. And since I finished a long rest, I think I have to re-roll my potent dice. But
Yes.
Oh, I really want to keep that other 18 I rolled.
Well, let's see what happens.
Well, I guess I did.
Hey, you got another 18.
Way to
18
go.
and 11.
Proud of you.
Thanks, boo.
Okay, so those of you who are awake, you guys hear a everybody, this is your captain speaking. We are approaching a section of the trip that's going to experience light turbulence here as we go over the 2 waterfalls of death, also known as the Dying Brothers, also known as Witch's Bane. So as we approach these, I just please ask you to buckle your seatbelts, return your trays to the upright and locked position, and brace yourself for some incoming turbulence here. This is nothing to be concerned about. It's all just part of the cruise, and I guarantee you that we're going to be able to get through this just fine. So everybody brace yourself, and let's get going. This is your captain. Over. Bye. Love you. Okay, so as you come up here, those of you who are awake right now or would have heard that, you guys are going to get to roll these with advantage. Everybody else is going to roll once without advantage.
Just a normal roll.
Just a normal roll.
Just a normal roll. Okay, so here's what's going to happen. So as you come up to this first waterfall, those of you, we're going to do a dex saving throw. So the dex saving throw DC, the save is going to be 12. And then if not, let me know if you fail. Okay, Connor, save.
Wow.
Ty saves. Nice.
Nice.
Varant saves.
Does this wake me up, or am I still sleeping?
Ooh.
Akalon save.
Saves. Good save.
Nice.
GG, guys.
Hold. I am trying to find my. Oh, just a dexterity save. There's no such thing as saving throws. Never mind.
It says saving throws under your core.
Yeah. Dex saving throw.
Oh. Wait.
Yeah, it's going to be above your actual
Your skills.
skills.
I pay those bills.
Oh, I see it. Okay, there it is.
Perfect.
Okay.
Everybody saves. Okay. So if you were sleeping, you are now awake. The bump kind of just jolts you awake, Varence, and now you are awake. And it sounds like so Ty and Loretta are in their room on the second, and Varence is in his room on the second floor, or the lower floor, the galley, if you will. No, the galley is the kitchen. I should have looked up more boat words.
Terminology.
Below the deck, and Akalon is up on the deck, which is okay. All right, perfect. So you guys get that. So as you come up here, you guys hear a big swoosh, and then the lurching of the boat, which wakes you all up. And then the lurching stops abruptly, which kind of throws everything back. And you are flat again and relatively peaceful. And then you hear over the radio, "Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. It looks like we had a good survival rate there. A lot better than normal here. Now we're going to be approaching our second of the 2 Widowmakers. Hopefully you don't make any widows today, am I right?" And then right as that happens, everybody go ahead and roll a dexterity save. Everybody gets advantage on this one, but because this is a larger waterfall with rocks, more rocks on the bottom, it's going to be a higher DC. So this time we are looking at a DC 16 save, but everybody gets advantage because you're all awake and none of you are incapacitated or knocked out. Ooh.
Yes. 16, baby. Oh.
Ooh.
Hey.
Right.
Nice, perfect. So on this second one, you guys feel that same lurching motion. Akalan, who is already not feeling that great, reaches for the side, like for the side wall of the ship. He just wants to hold on to the railing as he braces for it. And he also has to throw up at the same time. So he sticks his head over to throw up right as it goes over, and the ship lunges forward. As it lunges forward, the top or like the front of the ship, the bow, if you will, hits the water and then kind of goes underneath a little bit. Akalan, go ahead and roll me a d6. A 1, not too great. So what happens after that is as it lurches forward and it hits right as you're throwing up at the exact same time, like you're throwing up, and then you feel your feet lift off of the deck of the boat as you begin to flip over the railing. And now you're going to go and roll a dexterity save with disadvantage because you are throwing up while trying to hang on to this railing as everything is wet and slippery. And also, this is the first time you've ever been on a boat. You are not sure what to expect. So, this is going to be a DC 12 dexterity save with disadvantage. Not looking good. So you flip over the side railing of the boat and you look back up just to see your gloved hand slip as the polished wood that you've become oh so familiar with, not only because of your occupation at a lumberyard, but also because of your time spent on the boat, leaning over the railing, relieving your innards into the murky water below. As it leaves your hand and you slowly get submerged into the rocky and misty base of the second Widowmaker.
I attempt to call out for help, but I would imagine I can't get much of a shout out, so it's gonna be a who?
Yeah. So okay. So for you don't have a swimming speed right now. Well, wait. Do you know how to swim?
I think so.
You think so? So like you're a decent swimmer.
I mean, I feel like growing up in the woods, like he definitely went. I feel like Akalan definitely like went swimming in the lake.
Okay. Gotcha. Like
the-
doggy paddle level swimming, or like
in the
full on
creek.
like 200-meter butterfly.
Oh, I mean, nobody really taught him, but like he can keep afloat in still water. He can hold his own, but he's not breaking records.
Okay. Yeah. That's fine. So this is some pretty rough water here. So what I'm going to allow you to do is I am going to say that. Okay. Here's how we're going to do this. Look at me, Connor, not being overly prepared.
Way to go, Kyle. Proud of you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Proud of you.
Okay, so this is how we're going to do this. We are all going to roll for initiative. Oh, you guys need tokens to roll for initiative, don't you?
Yeah.
Oh, with the right click token. Add turn.
Yeah, I'm getting your tokens out there.
And then I'm gonna have to be really picky, and I'm gonna have to ask if you can do whatever it is, that thing that you do that allows me to have my token.
Yeah,
I don't have
mine
access to my
probably.
token either.
Come on, Kyle.
Wait. Oh no, there we go.
Let's go. All right, guys, I'm at the bottom.
$17. I like what I see. $20. Hot diggity dog.
On initiative as I'm trying to stay alive in the water.
let's see.
At least you get to go first.
At least, yeah. At least we can hear you shout before we realize it's been a turn later.
Yeah. that's
Okay,
cool.
there we go. Oh, that's not good.
Alrighty. Okay, so here's how what's going to happen. So on
Does the river get a turn?
kind of.
Is the river an NPC?
Layer action.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's going to happen here is every round, Akalan, you have a couple of choices. So you can tread water and yell,
Alright.
right? So tread water and yell for help. Or you can swim towards the boat.
But you can't swim and yell.
Yep, but you cannot swim and yell.
Okay. I'm definitely going to use my first action to
No, but wait,
tread
there's
water.
more. There's more. On initiative 20, the boat is going to move 5 feet away from you.
I'd say swim towards the
And-
boat.
On initiative 5, you're going to have to roll a d6, and that's going to determine how much air you got, like that round. Actually, I'm going to give you a third option. I kind of had this built in my head, but now I'm like finalizing it out. So you have to bear with me a little bit as we all roll forward because there's a chance that none of this would have happened. Okay, the other option is you can tread water and yell, or you can swim towards the boat, but no yelling, or you can guarantee, spend your whole turn guaranteeing that you get air. And then on initiative 5, if you don't take the third option where you guarantee that you get enough air, then you roll a d6. It's going to be 3. 3 plus is a save. A 1 or a 2
Sounds kind of convoluted.
is a fail.
Love it.
And then it's going to operate on death saving throws. So 3 fails in a row, and you die, or you go to 0 hit points. Yeah, so you don't want to get 3 fails in a row.
I'm going to use my first turn and I'm going to try to call out for help.
Okay.
Tread water
Perfect.
and call out for help.
Yep. So go ahead and roll for persuasion, I would say. A 15. Okay, so you roll for persuasion. Everybody else roll a insight or a perception check.
Is it gonna be a perception? Oh, that's ignore that. Oh, damn it. That's worse. What are we missing?
Variance.
Varence?
Did we
Dude.
lose him?
Did we lose him? Noah?
He looks very frustrated.
Noah, he looks very perplexed. Does it Wi-Fi go out?
Or he's just holding really still.
Impressive. I can do that too.
Noah. Noah.
Noah, blink twice if you agree.
Noah, did you know that
Oh,
Joe
you
Biden's
did it.
middle name is Robinette? Okay. Justin, nobody hears you.
Sad.
Alrighty then. So you call out for help. Nobody hears you. That is initiative 20, which is next, and the boat shifts away. All right, up after that is Ty.
Well,
No,
I mean,
interrupt.
And he's back.
and he's back, and we're back. So I guess I'm still tap dancing because that's kind of what I was doing before, practicing.
Okay, perfect. Yep. All right, so you're still tap dancing. Go ahead and roll a performance check. A 1.
Lucky.
Yeah, at this
I'm
point in the
lucky.
night-
Lucky. I'm lucky.
Oh, you are lucky.
Ew. 23.
23. Yeah, you are still rocking. Like, honestly, fearing your life there for a brief moment as you went over those waterfalls really showed that, like, just gave you the confidence to know that you have nothing to fear and that you can really put your heart out there when you dance. Alrighty, up after that is Loretta.
Am I aware that he fell off the boat?
No, because you're downstairs.
Gotcha.
And you didn't hear him.
So I guess. Well, Loretta's gonna try to go back to sleep then. I'm sorry. I had a whole thing, but I don't know about this. I'm not gonna game. Loretta goes back to sleep.
Go ahead and roll a Constitution save. The higher you roll, the easier it is for you to fall asleep.
Oh, I'm so sorry. My constitution's really high.
If you roll a 17 or higher, you are just automatically asleep.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
And she is out like a light.
Which means that if Akalan rolls for rolls to yell at the boat again, you are going to have to roll your perception check with disadvantage, being asleep.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. I was going to use the spell Locate Object and use that bookmark I got for you so that I could find you, but I'm asleep now. I'm sorry. Wizard's out.
Sorry about it. Okay,
Sorry.
this is initiative 5 is up next, so go ahead and roll your D6, Akalan.
Oh, he's going to die.
A 4, that is a save. So you got enough. You got enough air. Up after that is Varence.
Here we go. Come on.
All right. So what am I doing?
You're trying to figure. Well, so.
I just was wondering if I missed anything when I lost Wi-Fi.
Yeah, you missed a whole lot, Noah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Man.
Maybe we should get off of McDonald's Wi-Fi.
You missed me nailing a perfect copy of how you were frozen.
Oh.
Your image was frozen, and I
You were deep in thought.
I had it perfect.
Deep in thought. Shirt color and everything.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Mine's a blue shoe. Close enough. Okay. Well, I think I have woken up, obviously, because of after the first waterfall. And I'm going to look over to see if Akalan is in the other bed. If he woke up as well. If he's okay.
Yeah, he is not in the other bed.
Okay. What else is in the room? Is there another place for him to be?
Like in the room?
Yeah.
The
is
room where it
we have
happened?
Our own bathrooms. Is there like if he's not in his bed, is it perceivable that he's somewhere else in the room, or is he just not in the room at all?
No, like it is a very small room. There's 2 beds on either side of the room. And then like a little cubby that you can place gear. But for the most part, like there's no nooks or crannies or like closets with doors or anything like that. It's a very simple room. But the beds are actually pretty nice.
Okay. Well, I think maybe I'd like to go over to the Greenleaf's room to see if he's over there.
Okay. All right, so you head over to the Greenleaf's room.
Is
open
that your
the door?
Is that your movement option?
Yep. So inside, you see Loretta is sleeping, and Ty is tap dancing really beautifully.
I'm moved.
Okay. Up after that is Akalan. Akalan, you are drifting further away from the boat. What do you do?
Uh, can you paint me a small word picture or a short description of this river? We're talking fresh water, right?
Yes, this is freshwater.
Can I do a quick insight check to look around for any large animals, large fish, or maybe like a beaver, or what do we have for wildlife around here?
You want to find the beaver?
So you're searching for wildlife
Yeah,
while you
could
are
maybe swim.
while you're being tumbled in the rapids at the base of a waterfall while your mode of transportation is floating away.
Hear me out. Okay, tried to shout, couldn't get anything off. Nobody's appearing to come for help. I happen to have the ability to speak with animals. I'm trying to see if there's something that can help me get out of the water. Maybe a beaver can pull me out. Maybe there's a really big carp. I don't know.
Maybe it's an eagle.
A
Trust the eagles.
salmon.
Fly,
A
you
salmon.
Maybe there's an eagle.
There's a salmon flying up, swimming upstream.
An African swallow.
I mean, are there freshwater dolphins? I mean, I think that's
There's a giant blue whale that just goes. "Ooh."
Really
Okay.
clever.
I thought maybe
So-
a beaver.
So the text of Speak with Animals is that you cast Speak with Animals on yourself, and then you are able to communicate with animals. But keep in mind that your animal's ability to speak back to you is going to be limited by their stat block and intelligence. Right?
There's
So
probably
find
not
a
very
really
many
smart
intelligent
beaver.
animals to lean on here.
Find a
So-
really
Pretty
smart beaver.
So I will allow you to cast Speak with Animals
Okay.
in one turn, and also in the same turn, I will allow you to do a nature check to allow you to initiate a conversation with any animals that your nature check might reveal.
Really banking on that nature check.
Or my other options would be to shout, guarantee I get water, or guarantee I get air, or try to swim for the boat.
Correct.
Down, down, let it all out.
Oh man.
These are the things I could do.
I'm really torn between logical decision and shenanigans.
Talking to you. Come on.
I'm gonna say I'm not quite desperate enough yet.
For carp.
I am going to I tried to shout. I'm hoping somebody's coming. I'm gonna try to swim for the boat.
Perfect. Go ahead and roll a d12. $11. Okay, so you get right next to the boat. You were 12 feet away, and now you are like right there. So you're not quite able to touch it, but you done been pretty dang close. I'm trying to get you as close as I can to the boat, but
You're on the boat. You're just fingertips away.
yeah. Okay, there you are. That's where
I'm like
that's where
a
you
foot
are.
away. Like it's right there.
Yeah, like seriously, so close. Okay, and then we have initiative 20, where, zoop. Okay, up after that, Ty.
I look at Akalan who's
Nope,
coming.
Variance.
Excuse me, Variance. I look at Variance the human as he comes walking into our room, going, "So, dude, what's going on? So, dude."
Is our conversation, is that part of our actions? Do I get to reply or do I wait until my turn?
Yeah, you can reply quickly. You can't have like a full drawn out combo, but
Hey, have you guys seen Akalan?
I said, "I don't know, man. I haven't heard anything from him. I thought he was in your room."
Loretta
was.
says,
I whisper, he was. But I woke up when we went over the waterfalls and I didn't see him, so I was wondering if he was with you guys.
I just shrugged.
Okay, well, maybe I'll go see if he's up on deck.
can Loretta make some sort of, I don't know, awareness check to be aware of this conversation, or is she too
Or
down
maybe-
sound asleep?
Can
Yeah,
she
so
do
on
something
your
to
turn-
wake up?
you can go ahead. Okay, so Variance, you did not leave the room, but you had that brief conversation with Ty. So like you're still at the door, but you had that conversation with Ty on Ty's turn. So Loretta, it is now your turn. Go ahead and roll a perception check. No, what would that be? Yeah, roll a Constitution saving throw. You need to roll a 15 or higher in order to wake up based on that conversation because you fell asleep so quickly and so hard.
All right, tell you what. I'm about to cast the dice, but for nullify whatever I roll, it does not matter. I'm going to use my 11 on this one. If it's a 15 DC, because I've got a +3 in Constitution.
Okay.
So I'm going to let go of the dice, ignore it.
Yep.
Glad I ignored that. So using the 11.
Yep. All right, great. So you use your 11 and you are now awake. And after that is our 5 initiative, which is the D6 to determine whether or not you took a breath that round or got enough air. So, Akalan, your D6, please. Nice. That is a save. Good job. You're really good at breathing. Has anybody ever told you that?
Way to breathe. Way to breathe.
All right, Varence, that is you. So you just had a conversation with Ty where he explained that he thought that Akalan was with you and you thought that Akalan was with him. And here we are.
And Loretta just woke up.
Yep, and Loretta's awake.
I noticed that Loretta just woke up. And so, feeling slightly bad about it, but not whispering anymore, I say, Loretta, just to let you know, I stopped in to see if Akalan was here, but he's not. So I'm going to go up above decks and see if I can find him.
No, don't worry about it. I got a spell. Just hold on 1 second till it's my turn.
All right, perfect. Up after that, we have Akalan. Akalan, what are we doing, bud?
You know, I'm approximately 6 feet from the boat at this point.
Yeah, right around there. Move, yeah, because you were 1 foot away. Now you are, yeah, and then it moved 5 feet ahead, and now you're 6 feet away.
Hmm. All right, I'll try to swim for the boat one more time.
Okay.
You want to swim to like the front of the boat?
I'm just hoping for boat.
Okay. So
You open
I
for
am
both
going
of these nuts. Ah!
go ahead and roll your D12.
I get some lulls and
A
chat.
7. So you were 6 feet away, so you're able to swim up to the side of the boat. So you are right there. So what that means is that on your upcoming, this is going to sound weird, but if you wanted to do a persuasion check and yell for help, that will allow you to roll for disadvantage, which is good in how this is working.
Do I have any ability to do any kind of bonus action on this turn?
Okay.
I just wanna, since I got close to the boat, I wanna try to use. Oh wait, hold on. I wanna see if I can grab one of my arrows and sink it into the side of the boat like a handhold.
No, but you can grab on to like a wooden plank.
I didn't know if there'd be anything to grab.
Yep.
Can I attempt to grab onto the boat?
Yes. Yes, you can.
Are you gonna make me roll for it?
No, not to grab onto the boat. As we move forward, it'll be a DC. Well, it depends on what you're doing, but you'll roll a it'll probably be constitute or strength, like a strength saving throw, in order to remain holding onto the boat.
I would agree.
But to hold on to the boat,
it's precarious handhold.
yeah, it's easy to grab onto it, but it's more difficult to hold onto it as it's floating away.
Okay, yeah, I'm definitely going to go ahead and grab on.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, and that's going to take care of initiative 5. If you're able to hold on to the boat, that ensures that your head stays above water, so you immediately will get the benefit of having air. Okay, so up after that is initiative 20. Boat's going to move. Everybody's going to move with it. Akalon, go ahead and roll me a strength saving throw.
Wait, did we go ashore?
No, it's just the way it's working right now, based on how it's landing. I'm moving it in a straight line, but it's still like near the middle of the river.
I don't know. It says that we went ashore.
No, that white part isn't even part of the boat.
Yeah, but it's not like it's a sheer drop off from the side of the shore. Okay, thank you.
Well, you can't have nice things.
Well, looks like he's on the side of the boat. He's on the boat now. Oh,
I made the boat.
Okay, perfect. Ty, you're up.
I say, well, are we gonna go find him or what? What's going on here? I just look and my hands go up in the air and I'm like looking around like I don't understand the problem.
You hear a voice from below you that says, "Finally, stop tap dancing."
And I yell at him, "I'll tap dance on your mother's grave."
My mom's not dead, and she's a really nice lady. She works the ticket counter with the cruise line.
Tell her she needs to get us some hose next time then.
Well, actually, if you'd like to do the add-on package, next stop is going to be at our...
All right. So, anyways,
Okay, so up after that, Ty's saying that he wants to go find him. Do you actually want to go find him, or do you just want to say that you should go find him?
Me?
Yeah.
I don't know if my character would really care. I'm just kind of doing my thing with the tap dancing. So if I'm indifferent, I guess.
Okay, Loretta, you're up.
All right, Loretta is going to go and cast her only second level spell, which is a huge waste, but to Loretta is everything. Locate object. Because I gave I gave Justin's character some. Let's see, it was the bookmark. I'm able to locate where he is.
Okay. So you cast locate object, and as you do so, you see in your mind like the room fades to black,
Great song.
and the Batman scene from Christopher Nolan's The Dark Knight, where like all the little blue TVs and like the Batman's eyes like flash over with like that blue weird like depth thing where it's just like shadows. You look around, and as you look over here to where Akalan is located on the map, you see his outline shining in bright yellow, and there you know where he is.
Without even saying anything, my mama bear instincts are gonna kick in, and I'm gonna go save my baby boy.
Okay, perfect. So you cast the spell and you see where he is, and you kind of like tense your body to run. And right as you tense your body to run, it is Varence's turn.
I can see some look on Loretta's face as she casts a spell, and though I cannot see what she has found, I recognize that something is potentially bad and something is potentially not right, and so I too am prepared to follow her to go find our friend.
Perfect. So you're preparing an action to follow after her.
Yes, because I don't know where she's going.
Okay, great.
It seems like she's going somewhere.
Preparing follow.
That's great. So essentially what that means is preparing an action means that when a trigger happens, then your action will take place. And so now you're not going to do anything now, but you will get to go essentially twice after Loretta.
Okay, so when she goes, I'll go, and then I'll get.
Yep, and then it will be your full turn. Yeah.
Okay, sure.
All right, perfect. Akalan, that is you. So I need you to roll me a strength saving throw, not a cornstarch tuition throw. All right, perfect. That saves. Anything else you want to do?
I would like to shout for help.
Shout for help. Perfect. Go ahead and roll a. Okay, how am I going to do this?
Shout.
Okay, go ahead and roll a persuasion check with advantage.
These are the things I can live without. I'm talking to you.
Okay, perfect. Go, everybody roll a perception check.
Perception. Perceive.
Loretta, you can roll with advantage.
Ew.
Okay, Loretta,
Wow.
you hear a cry for help. Akalan, what are you saying?
Your mom.
Just help.
Just help. Perfect. So, Loretta, you hear help coming from the outside of the boat where you have already seen through your locate object spell that Akalan currently is. Up after that is going to be Ty. Ty, what are you doing? You've got two guys in your room, or your mom and your good buddy
Your mom's in my
Varen are
room.
all ready to just, rip out of that room to go somewhere.
I go,
what
Mom,
are you doing?
Mom, where are you going? Where are you going? Mom. And I like kind of like follow after, or like prepare the action to follow.
Okay, cool. So Loretta, you're up. Well, what are you doing, home dog?
Mama bear instinct is enacted. I ignore my son to go after adopted son. And I'm going to pelt out of the room. I imagine it's kind of like a quest finder almost, where it's like there's a path ahead of me where it's like this object is here. This is the easiest path to go to it. Get that object.
Nice. Okay, so you get out and you get up the stairs. You're on top of the deck, and that's as far as you can get. Varence, you are up.
Do I kind of have an indication of where we're going, or am I just like we're up on the deck and I don't really know where we are?
So you followed her up the deck?
Yes, that was my
Okay.
that was my prepared action.
Ty, did you follow her up to the top deck?
I followed her up the dick.
Perfect. Okay. Yep. So Varens, you're at the top deck right now. You see the direction that Loretta is running, which is towards the what is that? Starboard bow? No, the
Aft?
starboard stern corner.
Okay, so I continue on to that corner and look over the edge just instinctually. Just
Perfect. As you look
Makes
over the
sense.
edge, you don't initially see anything.
Can I perceive? Can I?
Yeah. Go ahead and roll perception.
Wow. I'm blind.
As you look out, you're kind of taken aback just a little bit about like how beautiful this area is. Like with the waterfall behind you and kind of like the set cliffs, you're seeing just like the wonder of nature. Akalan, give me a strength saving throw.
Hope them arms ain't getting tired. Oh, sorry, ran it. Roll advantage. You want me to re-roll that strength saving throw?
Yes, please.
Nice. He's
Okay.
strong.
That saves. That's beautiful. Good job. Anything else you want to do?
I'm feeling pretty strong. Can I do you think there's like another hold? I imagine I've got like a hold. Can I try to like go for like another hold and attempt to start trying to like climb the side of the boat?
Yeah, go ahead and roll acrobatics, but I'm going to make you roll it with disadvantage because your body is still in the water, like being drugged behind. So the acrobatics check has to be extra good.
I think that's fair.
Extra good.
And with that, you see a hold and you're able to grip, but you can't pull yourself up. So you now have both
Yeah.
hands on the side of the boat with grips, but you didn't quite get enough to pull you up.
Okay. Okay.
Perfect. Up after that is going to be Ty. Also, the boat is still moving in the water. I'm not going to move it every time because it's kind of a lot of work. And because everything is like stable around the boat, I'm just not going to move the boat token through the water.
Can I see if there's any rope around me? Or like a buoy, man overboard buoy?
A man overboard buoy?
Yeah.
What for?
Because my mom is literally, so my intuition is my mom is running after Akalan, so I'm
But
assuming.
why?
Okay,
I
is
didn't
there?
say nothing. I just ran out to the side to
Okay,
go protect Alkalon, but I didn't say why.
I'm just following that. Gee,
Don't metagame, my sir.
I'm just following that. Gee. Mom, what is your deal? Where is Akalan?
Alkalon must. Alkalon. No. That's all she says.
And Connor lines up the shot, and Joe trips and falls.
Classic.
All right, Loretta, it is your turn.
Zara has some Doritos. Let's see here.
Doritos.
Loretta. Is she able to reach the edge of the boat?
Yep.
Okay. And do something.
Depends on what that is.
Hmm. Maybe. Tell you what, two things. I definitely want my familiar to start, like, the raven that I've got, to fly around Akalon to go and signal his location to everybody else. And then Loretta herself, she's a small halfling. She's going to cast Mage Hand to help him up, which Mage Hand cannot lift more than 5 pounds.
You can do one of those things.
Got it. Raven's going to go circle around Akalon.
Okay, perfect. So your raven swoops down and begins circling underneath the side of the boat. So like all that you really see as you look over the edge is that he comes out and goes woo, and then disappears again. And then you see him go woo, and then he disappears again. And then you see him go woo as you're looking down towards the water from the side of the boat.
Does he make any witty puns?
Can he talk?
Oh yeah, he's a familiar. He's making witty puns this entire time. Just I haven't narrated all of them. They're hilarious. You should hear them.
Yeah, I probably should. I'll get the book. I'll listen to the podcast.
The abridged version.
Yeah.
It's an OVA, 12 episodes.
Yeah, and I just thought about the fact that Loretta has a familiar, and I have speak with animals, and I didn't think about it sooner.
Okay. Yes. So Loretta is making all sorts of puns about, wow, you're really holding on tight down there. That's not a pun. That's just a mean thing to say.
I can't think of any puns, so yeah, those work.
It's a boat time. You start climbing, don't you think?
Muy perfect. Bueno. Bueno.
Bet you really like one of those boat hoes now. Okay. So Familiar is currently circling down below, making all sort of jests and quips at Akalon as he is hanging on for dear life. And up next is Varence, who is standing and looking over the side of the boat, seeing the raven circling.
um. So Loretta's next to me now.
Yep.
Loretta, do you know where Akalon is? I don't see him anywhere. I see the raven.
I sent Simone after him, so follow Simone and you'll find him.
How far down is it to like the water line from where we are on the deck?
Yeah, you're probably like a solid like 20 feet above the waterline. It isn't a huge like ship boat where you're, like 30, 40 feet up, like Pirates of the Caribbean style. It's a little bit shorter, like kind of bargy.
Oh my gosh, Akalon's down in the water. He's fallen over. Is that what you're telling me?
Yes, Timmy's fallen in the well. I mean, Akalon fallen in the water.
Lassie, where's our dog? Okay, can I look around to see if there's any sort of, rope or ladder?
Yeah. So you have a rope in your traveler's pack, which I'm guessing you would have left downstairs since you were sleeping. But once you're up on deck, there's all sorts of ropes like all over the place. But they're all coiled up and you can't really determine the length or if they are attached to a sail or anything like that necessary for sailing.
Hey, can I grab one? I see one that looks large, maybe, and guess.
Yeah, for sure. So go ahead and just roll a he's 20 feet down. Yes. So roll a I want to increase the chances here because I like what you're doing and I appreciate you, Noah, and I want you to know that deep down inside. Okay,
Appreciation.
so
I appreciate you too.
we are going to roll 3d10s,
Okay.
and that is going to determine the number of feet of rope that you have to work with. Perfect. So you get it down 14 feet. And because there's a nat 1 in there, I am going to say that that is as long as the rope actually is.
Okay. I still can't see Akalon. I can just see the raven though.
Yep. So like the
But I can
boat,
tell that I'm too low.
yeah. So like the boat hull like curves down,
Mm.
and so he's underneath that curve part. So he's holding onto the hull of the ship, and you're like up over here. Makes sense. But luckily, it's Akalon's turn, and you just saw the bottom of a rope fall, and it's about like 7 feet above your head right now.
I'm sure it's not a little closer.
Yeah, you're right. It actually is 6 feet above your head.
Okay, I'll take what I can get.
6 inches.
Well, 5.5 nominal feet. Nominal.
Yeah, right. I will.
Let's just round it to an even baker's dozen.
Inches.
I'm going to. I'm
Baker's
gonna
dozen.
hope that I feel very inspired by the fact that somebody is looking for me, and I'm gonna attempt to climb up to the rope.
Can I do
Okay.
bardic inspiration on him?
No, you would have need to have given that to him earlier. To give bardic inspiration is a turn.
Has to be my turn. Fair.
Yeah. So
Uh,
you use your turn to instill bardic inspiration, and then they can utilize that whenever they're ready.
Why did you have to roll so well?
Okay. So go ahead and roll a. I'm gonna let you do acrobatics even because you have the boost of adrenaline seeing the rope. I think that is fair in a real world situation.
I got 2 hands now, so I mean we're
Yeah.
working.
Yeah, and you're far more solid than you were.
Yeah. All right. Normal acrobatics.
Yep.
Ooh.
Oh.
A 6. You go and reach, just not quite there.
So
Hey,
maybe
Todd,
like
you're up.
I move
Bardic
up, I move
inspiration.
Okay, how are you going to provide him bardic inspiration? His, like, from chest down is dragging through the water behind a boat. He just went overboard on. He was seasick. Now he super is seasick. He's already thrown up like 4 times today. He's hungry. He's really regretting not getting that boats and hose package. And now he's trying to climb up the side of a boat while all of his leather armor, his 2 swords, his bow and his quiver, and his cape and everything that he thinks is so cool is just sopping wet right now. How are you going to inspire this man?
Connor, tap dance on the rope.
I'm gonna play my flute.
You're going to play your flute? Okay, go ahead and roll a performance check. If it is okay, so bardic inspiration, you're able to do 1 bardic inspiration, or no, your bardic inspiration is what, a D4 or a D6?
It is. Has to die. It's a D6.
A D6. Okay. I will allow you to increase that to a D8 of Bardic Inspiration if you roll a 15 or higher on your performance check. If your flute playing
Oh,
is just
you
A plus.
Bet your ass I'm gonna. Lucky they're low. Lucky.
Lucky. Oh my goodness. Lucky ruins everything for me. I was so excited for
20.
that for a moment.
20.
Okay, perfect. So Justin, on your next check, or really any check, you now have Bardic Inspiration, which allows you to roll a D8 and then add it to whatever your roll already is. So as you're down there hanging on with 2 hands, you hear this lovely flute music floating through the air. And along with that rope, you just know. You feel inspired, you feel ready. The powers of nature and the water are just invigorating in your heart as this lovely flautist fills your ears with the sounds of heavenly music. And you know in that moment that you can do anything and everything. All right, Loretti, your turn.
Did you guys hear this?
Yes,
Yeah.
I can. Always, Connor. Let's see, Loretta.
I figured out my system. I figured it out.
She. She's incredibly. I don't have any useful spells. I have all like old lady spells. She's gonna cast Sense of Motion.
Loretta was never supposed to be a utility character, Joe.
No, she wasn't supposed to go adventuring. Period. She's a kind lady. She's not meant for this. She's gonna cast Sense of Motion. How is he feeling? How is Akalon feeling? Is he okay?
He's scared.
On one humanoid,
but
you have to be able to
slightly
see it.
hopeful.
Roll a perception check. If you get a, let's go 13 or higher, then you
I
can
cast
use.
Sense of Motion. I know what he feels.
No, but you have to be able to see him.
Let's see. Pick up your emotions. You can focus your energies.
And also, if you cast Sense of Motion, you're going to lose your locate object because you can only have one concentration spell at a time.
Got it. Never mind that. In that case, I won't do that. Magic, don't fail me. What is this spells today? Not a concentration. I'll cast Mage Hand to tether the end of the rope, so it's not flopping about.
Perfect. Okay. So you go ahead and roll a sleight of hand check. A sleight of mage hand check. Awesome. Super solid knot. You're all set. All right, Varenth, you're up next. You just threw a rope over the side, and you could see that it fell just a little bit short, and you haven't seen a half elf come climbing up yet. What are we up to now?
Okay, can I look around and see if there's another rope?
Yeah, there's like all sorts of ropes. You're on a boat, man.
Okay, I'm gonna grab another rope and tie it onto the rope that I currently have.
Okay. So go ahead and wait. You're gonna tie it on.
I guess I'm gonna. Is there a way to unravel it, like on the deck, so I can know how long it is before throwing
Okay.
it over?
So
Is it
Loretta must cast Mage Hand to tie the rope off, like to tie the loose end of the rope off. And so now you have a rope that's hanging over the side of the boat and tied off onto something up at the top of the boat.
Actually, what I was trying to do with the Mage Hand is I was trying to like anchor it down so it can hold 5 pounds worth of stuff. So I was planning on having it hold the bottom of it, so that way it's not flopping left and right.
Oh.
Instead, the bottom's tethered down.
Gotcha.
Just by 5 pounds, but at least something to keep it from flopping about in the wind.
Okay, yeah, gotcha. That makes sense. Okay, yeah, go ahead. So you're gonna go ahead and like grab another rope and tether it quick. Go ahead and do a sleight of hand check for weight check,
Sleight of hand check.
or like for how good of a knot it is. I don't know. Do you have your knot tying patch or like your sailing patch in Boy Scouts?
No.
In Torm Scouts?
Torm Scouts.
Torm Scout.
No, I don't think.
Bummer. I'm just imagining a sash over like your beautifully polished breastplate, and it's just like this blue sash with all these little patches on it.
I do like Torm Scouts a lot, though. That sounds really cool.
Yeah, we're gonna work that in.
Okay, that's great. Okay, we're gonna slide a hand here.
I feel like that's canon now that you were part of Torm Scouts. A 16? Yeah, that's a pretty solid knot. Go ahead and roll a d12.
Right. Ooh.
Nice. So you had 12 more feet on, and with the 5 pounds weight of the mage hand, this now extends down, and you're looking at like more than enough feet. You have 26 feet of rope that currently goes down. Next up, we've got Akalon. A rope from the heavens just fell down as inspiration abounds in your heart from the wonderful flouting of who you can only assume is the Ty Greenleaf.
No, it's Ty Greenleaf at your service.
That.
I am feeling super inspired. My chances were low, it was looking dim. I was definitely not feeling it, but then I heard the flute. Now there's a rope that's dropped into me. I'm gonna go ahead and grab the rope and try to climb up.
Perfect. Go ahead and let's see here.
Do you want strength or acrobatics?
We're gonna do acrobatics. So you have to.
So I would roll acrobatics and then roll a d8 for inspiration, right?
Wait a second. Here's how we're gonna do this. You ready? Okay. So
Yep.
you can either do an acrobatics check where you like, keep one hold on and then reach out and grab the rope,
Oh, yeah, it is behind me, I guess.
or I will let you do an acrobatics check with advantage. But if you fail, you go back into the water, and that would be a two-hand Noah, whatever the climbing term is, where you like launch yourself out and throw it. So if you
Dino.
fail the a what?
A dino.
Oh, I know.
A dino. Yep. So you can either do a dino, but if you fail, you go in the water, but you get advantage on your acrobatics check. And or you can do another, like a regular, where
Static.
you reach a static.
Yeah, static.
Yeah. Or you can do a static where you reach, and if you fail, then you still have one hand on the boat, but you don't get advantage.
Oh,
And the DC is going to be,
Keep in mind you have Bardic Inspiration.
yep, the DC is going to be 15, and you have a D8 of Bardic Inspiration at your disposal.
I'm feeling inspired. We're launching for that rope.
Yeah.
I like it.
Attaboy.
Attaboy. Okay, so go ahead and give me an acrobatics check.
Before you roll,
Acrobatics.
Loretta's gonna give you the potent 18 that she had to replace the lower roll, whatever that is.
Okay, so now you have an 18 plus, or
The
what's
highest
your...
roll.
It's a D8, isn't
Oh,
it?
so I guess I'll roll acrobatics and then it's going to be 18,
Yes.
right?
Well, I
Yep.
mean,
And then I'll roll my d8.
Well, I was gonna say, since he has
Well-
inspiration, wouldn't it be he rolls the 2 and then the lowest one I replace with the 18? So that way, in case he rolls a 19 or 20, it still is gonna be the higher one.
Okay. Yeah, that's fair. And if I were you, a little bit of metagaming over the table, I wouldn't roll your Bardic Inspiration because you don't have to use it at this point because you're guaranteed to pass. So you can save it for something else.
Okay, so I'm just gonna roll acrobatics with advantage.
Yep.
There we go. Roll
Nice.
Roll that D8.
Okay.
Roll that D8.
Well, no, you don't even have to. You already
Oh.
passed with a 17. Okay.
I load up and absolutely launch off that boat and grab a hold of that rope.
So Ty, Loretta, and Varence are standing up at the top looking over the edge, and all they see is out of the darkness from underneath the boat is this cape come fluttering out and launch towards, and then in slow motion as Ty hits the climax of My Heart Will Go On, you see two hands reach out and grasp onto the rope as it swings back and forth, and then silence, and then again back out from underneath the side of the boat, and you see Akalan hanging on for dear life, both hands on. His foot has already wrapped itself as the climbing brake or whatever that's called. Noah probably knows what I'm talking about, where like you do the brake.
Foot locking.
Yes. So he's already got his foot locking on, so he's not going anywhere. He is holding on. He is here to stay. Ladies and gentlemen, Akalan is on the rope.
Woo!
Ty, you are up.
Are we done? Or like, I go up and I embrace him and say,
No, he's on the rope,
Oh.
hanging off the side of the boat.
"Oh, well, let's pull him up." I help pull him up.
Okay, go ahead and give me a strength check.
Lucky. 4.
A 4. Yeah, so you start hoisting on the rope, and it does not go anywhere. Loretta, you're up.
Phew, you do not want Loretta pulling this rope, but we're gonna try it.
She's gonna get a hernia.
Can Loretta use intelligence to figure out a better way of hauling up the rope? Like if there's any nearby objects that you can wrap the rope around to instead use like a levee system, or maybe they have to have something for ropes to be able to winch them back in. So like, can Loretta create a simple machine or basic winch with her
Yes. Go
intelligence?
ahead and roll a raw 20, a raw d20. If it's a 20, you're able to find like an actual crank winch. If it is a 10 to a 19, you're able to find a pulley that is going to allow you to roll any strength checks with advantage. A winch.
Oh.
Oh, nat 20, baby.
Okay,
Let's go.
that is beautiful. So
Let's getting on that boat, baby.
so you guys are able to connect the other side of the. Actually, no, you got a nat 20. You don't even have to connect it.
I was really
So
hoping
you-
that she would have to knit a wench.
So you walk over, and
Crochet.
at the end of this, you realize that it is actually connected to a crank winch that allows you to just crank and crank and crank and crank. And at about that point, you're really, really regretting not getting the boats and hose package with all the cranking that you're doing. But you just continue to crank until the long hair of Akalon appears over the side of the railing of the boat. And with drooping eyes, he looks up and sees his friends after what was one of the scariest moments he's ever encountered.
In that moment, I look at my companions and I say, next time, let's just walk.
And with that,
And I say, next time we'll get the boats and hose package.
next time, let's get the boats and hose package. And with that, we are ending our session.
Yay.
Very nice.
Good job, everybody. That was fun. That was a really fun session.
That was a good time. I'm gonna end the stream.
Okay.